नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैं हूँ सेफ राहुल। हमारे प्रॉपर्टी के फाउंडर और सेफ अमोरी डिसोजा, क्योंकि आप लोगों को सिखाने वाले हैं कि सुशी का बारे में एक्सप्लेन करने वाले हैं आप लोगों को। बने रहिए वीडियो में और मिलते हैं ब्लॉग पे।
सेफ
यस,
आज जो हमारा सुशी क्लास है ना
जी,
हमारा जो गेस्ट लोग आ गए हैं और सर भी आ गए हैं, आपको बुला रहे।
ओके। हाय गाइस, गुड इवनिंग, हाउ इज एवरीवन डूइंग? My name is Chef Amori. I'm the founder and owner of this beautiful restaurant named Yaki Sushi. So today I would like to welcome you all to the sushi making class. So I'll just set certain ground rules for us. So in this class I'll be giving all a brief about sushi. It's a history, and by the end of the session, I will be teaching all how to roll the sushi roll to see and cut it and consume it. So sushi actually started in Southeast Asia around 1,000 years ago, 8th century, along the Mekong River belt. So we start off first with the rice. So this rice is a bit unique than the regular basmati. Can anyone guess why? Sticky in nature, yes. So the sticky nature in this rice is caused why? Any guesses? Why is sushi rice sticky? Or why is mountain rice sticky? High carbs, yes. What causes high carbs to be formed? Excellent. What causes glutinous nature to increase in rice? What causes it? Sorry? Rain. Yes, part of the answer, but the main factor is where the rice was born. These types of rice are born on high altitudes. So that's about sushi rice to say. Next ingredient in the list is nuri, seaweed. So this ingredient had a very unique start. So this particular ingredient was actually scrubbed off the boats in Japan. Originally, it was just like waste coming onto boats when it was docked onto the beaches. Why is this so special? This is the umami bomb. Does anyone know the authentic Indian snack is papad? I would say first, like which we eat. So these guys in Japan, just because they're healthy, they've taken this particular item and they use this as chips. So how we eat chips like Cheetos and Lay's, they pop this in their mouth. So comparatively, you understand why they're so healthy. It's because this is like superfood and what can get it, but otherwise no. Yes. How did they make the soya sauce black? Excellent question. Soya sauce, how is this made? So to make this is a process like making wine. You need a grain. The grain would be wheat. They would take the wheat, put it in vats, and they would pour water over it, and they would stir it. They would add a fermenting agent which would allow it to go ferment, and then they would keep it in those vats which are underground, made of wood, for almost 3-4 months, and it would turn black because the color of the wood would pass on to the water, and the color of the wheat would pass on to the water, and that's what causes this color to become very intense. So the process is that you have to go wet your hands. And when I say wet your hands, wet only your fingers. See, I'm only wetting my fingers here right now. So this is the lubrication which can help me lift the rice. Now, when I catch the rice, if my hands aren't moist, it will stick to my rice. Don't have it from my chef who's not using gloves, because we have very poor hygiene in India, in Goa, as Indians. We are pathetic with it, to say such. Put it in one corner. Now this is my style. Once you learn the technique, you can use whatever style you want in rolling it. Okay. Now pay very close attention. Let's make it fun and fast. So we wet our hands once again with the fingertips. Okay. Now you have to touch it very gently. I'm using a baby's analogy because you have to be gentle with the baby. Same as this is like a baby. You put your hands on it and you slowly ask it to move. You are slowly telling it, please move across. Slowly and politely. You will not be harsh with it. You see how I'm moving it? Slow is fast. Fast is bad. Slow is fast. And that is how it listens to you. What is given to us? So for shaping, it's a hand practice motion. You must just go and push the rice in the corners. Fill the gaps. So you work on the edges first. Don't go in the center, work on the edges. Easy? Step number 3. How do you flip? Flip it in whatever way you feel is easy for you to say as such. Moving along, assembly. Now this is very, very easy. Trust me, I have had more success in teaching this craft to young kids and youngsters than an aged mind. So ensure that it must be as equal as possible. So how does it look now? More closer? Is it more equal?
Yeah.
So this is what they would do now. Ultra premium. Yeah, premium. There is ultra premium wherein they'll charge you double the price. So this is how you go put it over here to say as such. Easy? Next step will come. The one. Mayonnaise. This is simple mayo. At home, I would advise you to put some flavor in it. Put garlic, put chili, put whatever you want, what is palatable to your mouth. But if you don't like it, just put say plain simple mayo. So this mayo is put equally across. Again, as per concept, which pieces should go in the roll?
The
First and?
third.
And this one? Exactly. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the rolling part. This is the fun part now. Okay. Fun part. Chapati making at home. Memorize that. Keep it in your mind now. Now how do we do this now? Okay. See this? Okay. I'm catching it like this. Okay. See? That's it. 50% is done now. Now I one hand like this, hand like this. Okay? Can you see that? And push it down like this. Okay? Look, is it closed? Size equal?
Yeah.
Size equal or oblong? Can you do better with the size you feel? So once you have the shape that it is closed, this is now shape looks a bit more better, looks a bit more smoother, a bit more well balanced, right? And if you want to shape the edges, you just push it in.
The sheet called this one?
That's called a bamboo sheet.
Bamboo.
Yes.
We can use it multiple times or one time?
Traditionally, this can be used for a long time.
Like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months.
Very easily, as long as you maintain hygiene.
Just wash it every day.
The
You,
plastic is important.
you don't wash it every day. Then the bamboo will absorb it. It will become too dangerous. You have to just put it in plastic, and plastic you change every day. So that's how you go and use it for a very long time. That's how we do it over at the restaurant.
Oh,
Okay.
so it's normally not supposed to have the plastic.
Plastic is supposed to be there only, let's just say, if it's for one-time use or maybe for a limited use, for a very premium touch. If you want to make it look very authentic, then yes. But if you want to make it last for a long time and effective, then you need the plastic. Hey, with this is all like your fun part. You put it on the table. You can roll it if you want to roll it in this, or you can just take this and do the same process. Sprinkle it. Have fun with this, depending on your taste profile. If you want something a bit more crunchy, put it. It's all what you want to do. That's crunch. A crunch. This is like how you have your Indian vada batter. This is Japanese batter. This is
breadcrumbs?
This is panko. This is panko, but this is made. This is like Japanese flour made. It's made of Japanese flour. In short, it's better for your health, absorbs less oil, and is of a much premium quality than your basin in comparison. So this is just like and then the fun part comes up with cutting it, to say as such. Okay, so here we go on cutting it. So now cutting is very important. You would need your focus and attention if you don't want to cut your hands,
So you
guys.
just put one veggie and one filler, right? That's how this is.
Keep it simple traditionally. You can add much more. If you go for the Vietnamese, if you go for the Korean type, you'll have 6 different fillings. A thinner roll. Different experience. So that will give you a much more summer fresh experience. This will give you a much more authentic rice flavor. Again, it depends what you want from your experience. But you can fill it up a lot if you want to. It's your choice. So cutting part is a little bit severe. So you have to have this skill on how to cut. If not, it is something that you can not learn also and still survive and eat it. It's absolutely fine. So, but cutting it is very important. So the knife must be moist. As you all can see, water must trickle on that part. If there's no water, it will stick. Okay. So moving ahead, it's in a very clear cut. It looks easy, guys. If you all can do it like this, I'm very happy. I'll be a super teacher, but it's a bit challenging. Okay, again, get it a bit moist. Okay, so that's how generally you would cut it. To say such sizes would be 90 to 85% even, which is a great attempt. So I've stopped. Okay, so I've actually stopped making the sushi rolls right now. I make it only once in 2 months when I do the training. Otherwise, earlier it was like very different amount to
It
say.
should have 8 pieces.
You can have even 10 pieces. You can have even 12. Finish your first roll. This is where it's going to get very interesting. Sushi is very new in Goa, right? Very new in India. People have not done a lot of fun stuff with it. If you are in the mood today only, after you all make your first roll, we can attempt making India's biggest sushi roll today. If you all are interested, after you all finish your first round. We need 10 volunteers over here. We stand in a line and we roll the biggest that India has ever attempted openly to say. Japan's longest is around 3 kilometers. So we aren't competing with them. Okay, different league only. We'll start with the 10-footer for now. So this is just some motivation for you all to finish off the evening. Thank you guys. Please carry on. Please carry on. Done. Huh? Till Sanjay's got presented to these guys over there, but it's only after they make the roll that they'll focus on it, because they'll be focused on making the roll now.
Now I think it's won't make sense because they're into
Then it's a kicker. Then it'll be like a super marketing even for you all. That
the show and you have to do it.
Just see.
First round of shots. That's once they're done.
आधा आधा ऐसे घुमा दीजिए उंगली भेजा है यहाँ पे
हाँ और करूँ
हाँ
as slow as possible.
yeah
please,
इस तरह
please
से
go ahead.
ये है ना
Oh,
ये
very nice
ये
shape.
उंगली जो
Very, very nice.
जो कोरियन
Just go
हार्ट
shape it on the
बनाते हैं,
sides.
उस तरह
काया सुशी ऐसा ही टेक्सचर फील है तो ये पूरा रोल करेंगे
हाँ